Hello, everyone. My name is Lorenzo, owner of Lorenzo's Custom Prints here in Fishkill, Georgia. And I just wanted to make this short video just to show people some of the mugs and cups and tumblers that I make. So enjoy.
This is a Fortnite cup I made for my son. Floss like a boss. His name is Javante, Tay for short. You can see it's got blue in it. It's black base with a blue. I throw some blue in there. But hope you like it. And I made one for my grandson, Ryan's toy review. That's what he liked, so I made him a Ryan cup. His name Jeremy. So I made him a Ryan cup. This one here is made from cloth. I wrapped this one. I actually have a Free Jet 330 direct to garment printer. So all I did was took an old t-shirt and printed the picture on there, cut it out to the size that I wanted, and used Mod Pod and put it on there, and then put the epoxy on there. But I've seen a lot of videos with people printing on fabric with their printers, but you know, if you got a direct to garment printer, you can print on any cotton fabric. I believe this print on this t-shirt 100% cotton. It might have been a little thicker than getting patterned material. If you can find I'll probably try to find a thin sheet that's cotton and print on it and see how it turned out on a cup. But this way here is pretty good. And then it was just some old t-shirt I had, and it had a spot on it. I printed on it and made him a cup. He gonna be thrilled to death because he loved Ryan. This other one, this Fortnite one, now this one here is just, I put a decal on there and painted this one black and hit it with a little mist of blue here and there for my son, and then peeled the decals off and just put one layer of epoxy on it. I always put my decals on every cup I do on the bottom, even if it is for my son. Never know where you might go and somebody seeing. But yeah, I've made this one for me. This was a Yeti. This is a Yeti. I actually painted this one black because I was gonna do it for my business, put my business logo on here. But then I was like, let me see how that purple and gold will look. This is our actual school colors here in Fitzgerald. That's our logo. One of the logos that go to Hurricanes. We the Fitzgerald Hurricanes. And this cup I just made for me. And I painted it black, and then I use on this I use paint. Acrylic paint inside the epoxy and just drizzled it on. And like I said, I was gonna make this cup and put my logo on it, And black would have been my base color, but once I thought about it, like, I'm gonna see how purple and gold would look with the acrylic paint. So the purple really didn't show up a whole lot, but you could still see it in there because the black actually took over it. But you can still see the purple in there. Then I put the decal on there and put one more layer of epoxy on there, and that's my 30 ounce Yeti. Okay, this is another one I made for our school. Like I say, we the Fitzgerald Hurricane. This is all glitter. All glitter. I actually glittered the cup, put the first layer of epoxy on there. Then I put a decal on here, stencil, and put a thin layer of epoxy and another thin layer of glitter. Then I took the stencil off, and once it dried, I put another layer of epoxy on. The only thing about doing it like this instead of doing it with the two-sided sticky paper or whatever they be using, doing it like this, you might just have to put 3 layers of epoxy on, because once you put the glitter on there, it's gonna stick up kind of high. That's why I put a thin layer, but the darker you want it to show, the more thicker you're gonna have to put it. And this one here was pretty thin, but it still shows up good. And I only put one more layer of epoxy on this one. On another one I did, I had to put 2 layers. Okay, our high school rivals that we've had for years is the Irving County Indian, which is the next town over. And this is a cup that I made for display so they can see, they could get it personalized, get the names or whatever on it. These just my display cups, and I just make them to order, but sometimes I just come up with new ideas and be wanting to try new ways. Like my cup I showed you is all epoxy. My wife, I did her a cup. She got it at work with her every day. It's all epoxy. So, and glitter. So, some of them, I even do the spray adhesive. And when you do the spray adhesive, the glitter, it sometimes you only have to do one layer because it really grabs the glitter. Here's a wine glass I did with old gold, no epoxy on it whatsoever, but I put a stencil there and put the L there. The L is for my wife's name. Every time I make a sample of anything, it's always gonna have my wife's name on it, which is, her name is Laura. Here go glitter one I did, and I got I did this in etch. I etched her name, and then I did it in the blue glitter sapphire, I think this was. And I put one thin layer of epoxy on it. And that was it for that. This is a cup I made for a grandfather. He wanted granddaddy on there. And he wanted glitter. So, there's this one. 2 days. And it's ready. Always always add my logos on the bottom. Okay, this one I made, and this one. These here I made for my two friends. We've been friends for, since we was teenagers. It's been a while, over probably about 30-something years, but this guy here is in Tifton, Georgia. He owns a audio and video shop. Been doing it for quite a while. His name is Darius, and yeah, this is a good friend of mine. Thought I'd make him a cup, surprise him. This guy here, he do home improvement, add-ons, fix up. Very good with his hands. We've been friends for over 30 years too. Thought I'd surprise him with a cup too. And I think they'll like these. But my main thing is t-shirts. I also make candles, mugs, any kind of whatever you want on mugs, license plates, keychains, but my main thing is t-shirts. I do t-shirts all day. Early in the morning, I may start on my cups. At night, in the evening time, after I close my shop, I'll work on my cups. But all day during the daytime, I do t-shirts. And I've had my little shop for 3 years now. And I do digital printing and direct to garment, and I do sublimation on a small scale. But I like making cups and tumblers and stuff in my spare time, and I do them all kind of ways. Like I say, some of them I do with just straight epoxy, and then I put the glitter on there. Some of them I do with Mod Podge. Some I do with cloth. But anything, anyway, like the cups I showed you today, some of them done with decals, but the ones I done for my two friends, they're actually done with epoxy with Maca in it, and then I use water slide to put the pictures on there. So I use some of everything, pretty much every way you see somebody doing it on YouTube. I do it. It's just whichever way is fitting for whatever I'm doing at the time, that's what I use. If it's a simple decal, I put a decal on there. If it got a whole lot of details in it, I use water slide. It's much simpler to use, but I use epoxy. Sometimes I paint my cups. Sometimes I use Maca. Sometimes I use acrylic paints. It's just whatever the design call for, whatever the customer want. That depends on what I use. And any color glitter, I try to keep all the colors of glitter, because you never know what someone may want. And I try to keep the vinyl to go with the colors of the glitter that I have. If not, then I use water slide. You can always print whatever color you want. So this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. Today is Sunday, so I'm probably finna work on a design for some shirts I'm gonna have to do this week. And I know I got to go in here and work on a cup, a tumbler, 20 ounces. 20 ounces is mostly what I do. It's just when you're putting a design on the 20 ounce, it's a whole lot better than I don't like the big curve on a 30 ounce when you're doing a lot of designs or whatever on it, or decals on it. I just prefer the 20 ounce cups, and that's what I sell most of, the 20 ounces. But I got to get on these t-shirts today, so thank y'all for watching my video. If y'all have any idea or any requests or any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comments.